now of this Brooklyn Nets team. First of all, congrats on the contract. And how does it feel to be one of the seasoned veterans now on this team?
It feels great. It's a blessing. My 6th year. You know, you can't take it for granted being in the same spot for 6 years in a great organization like Brooklyn, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you're going to play a lot more basketball. You're going to earn a lot more money. But was there some type of satisfaction? Or did you feel like you really accomplished something when you got that contract in the offseason? Because you're still a young guy, and to do that, it's pretty cool.
Definitely. I mean, everything that I've been through since I've been here, my journey in the league with all my injuries, all the guys, different guys that I played with, all the, the different staff members I've seen since I've been here. Definitely, I'm blessed to be in this position, and like I said, I'm looking forward to just keep growing, having fun, and embracing this new group.
Listening to some of your former teammates talk after games about you specifically and getting you this contract, they all wanted that. We heard Kevin Durant, we heard Kyrie Irving, we heard Spencer Dinwiddie. They were all fighting for you. Going back and knowing that, what does that mean to you to get to this point that all those guys had your back?
It means a lot, especially younger in my career. I needed that. I needed, those veterans. They believed in me. They instilled confidence in me, since I been in the building, even through my injuries and through everything that I've been through. And I'm just looking forward to paying that same homage to younger guys that are on our team and helping them out, helping them grow in any way that I can.
You're a terrific defensive player, and your offensive game has improved so much over the years. Obviously,
been phenomenal from day one. He has a plan. He has a good system. He knows what he wants to do, and I think that's really important. And we've been putting the work in, and we have to continue to put the work in. And we're ready. We will be ready. We will be ready.
You also have some coaches at home. It's unique. Every parent is going to give their kid advice, but your father played at a high level. So what type of interaction do you have with him before a game, or is it after a game, where he's kind of giving you advice? How do those conversations go?
Honestly, it's nonstop. It's before the games. It's after the games. I'm calling him, checking in. He asking how my body feeling, telling me what he's seeing out there. He coached me up until the 8th or 9th grade, so he's still my coach, and I always can count on him for that.
Your name is consistently discussed with the Defensive Player of the Year because of how great you are on that side of the ball. Is that a goal of yours this season? What are some other goals also for Nick Claxton?
Defensive Player of the Year, it will always be a goal of mine. Defensive Player of the Year or defensive team. And those are just, good trademarks. Or just, I know if I do that, then I know I'm doing my job out there on the court for my team. But, it's not all about accolades. Just continuing to get better offensively, expanding my game. And like I said, I really just want to grow off the court and being a leader for my teammates.
So it's 101 media people vote for these awards. I'm one of the voters. What would you describe to the media what they should be looking for? Because sometimes they're just looking at block shots. Or if a guy on the perimeter guards well, then all of a sudden he gets a good reputation. Everybody says, all right, that's the Defensive Player of the Year. What should they be looking at?
I think, like you said, a lot of it is reputation, but it's being able to hold down the fort defensively for the team. Just being able to, you can be counted on every single night. And for me personally, being able to guard 1 through 5 every single night, and also being able to play in the drop, being able to protect the rim. And I think a lot of that, too, our team, we have to have good numbers defensively. So that goes to Jordy. That goes back to Jordy and his plan for everything, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Last year during the season, when you're going to enter free agency, is there any doubt in your mind where you want to be?
There's always doubt. There's always doubt when you're going into free agency because, it's a business at the end of the day. But I had in the back of my mind I wanted to come back, and I love Brooklyn, and they love me, and everything was pretty easy with my agents and with the front office. It wasn't a tough decision to make.
You look at the Atlantic Division. You have Porzingis when he's healthy in Boston. Now you have Karl-Anthony Towns on the New York Knicks, and you still have Embiid, your old buddy, on the Philadelphia 76ers. All three, different kind of players. How much of a challenge is that for you, guarding those guys?
It's a challenge, man. The East is really talented, and like you said, the Atlantic Division in itself. But as a competitor, that's what you want. It's easy to get up and play in those games, playing against other top centers, top bigs in the league. And it's going to bring the best out of me.
Just to come off of that, I remember vividly last media day, you were talking to Frank and Bob, and you said, I fear no one. Do you want that to trickle down to your teammates, especially the younger guys as well?
Yeah, it has to, man. Especially this year with us going in, being the underdog a lot this season, it has to. That's the only way that we're going to win games. We got to be scrappy and gritty, and we really have to, like, play with that chip on our shoulder.
You had run into John Morant a lot on the AAU circuit. He was on your team, correct?
Yeah.
What do you expect out of him this year? That's a guy who feels like we haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get back to himself. That's all he has to do, get back to himself. I saw him some this summer. He's healthy. He seems like mentally and physically. So, I always want to see us South Carolina guys win.
What was it like playing with him? You guys, I mean, have him who can score everywhere, you at the rim. What was that like?
Yeah, it was good. It was dope. And that's before he really, truly came into his own. He didn't have the athleticism piece, but he was always just like, an extremely solid point guard, facilitating, getting everybody involved. And, it's good to see him blossom into what he is now.
Jalen Wilson was talking about Jordy Fernandez saying get 1% better every day, and he said that really resonates with him. Is that resonating with you too? Yeah,
definitely. I think that can resonate with, honestly, anybody in any walk of life. Just getting better 1% every day, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your work life, and we definitely we carried that mentality throughout this offseason.
It's a good lesson for you.
It is.
It is. Now, you play with a lot of emotion. The dunks, the feet come up,
Yeah.
You're not afraid to express your emotions.
Nah.
Sometimes it's led to technical fouls.
Yeah.
Has that been discussed at all with your dad, maybe with your coaches, the front office? Because you still want to play with the emotion, but you don't want to get penalized.
Definitely. Something that I've had some internal discussions with myself, just trying to be more aware sometimes in certain situations when it can really hurt us.
You're getting tapped out, Nick.
it can really hurt us. Just being a little bit more aware. Yeah.
Nick, thank you very much for the time. We have to get your teammate here, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Thanks, Nick.
We appreciate the time. Yeah. Thank you so much, and good luck this season.
Thanks a lot.
That's Nick Claxton, and now coming in is Dorian Finney-Smith.
What's up?